Welcome back to my channel. I miss y'all. I've been waiting to tell y'all this story for a minute. As a matter of fact, this is a repost. I posted it like 2 months ago, but my family was like starting to put two and two together, and it just was. I don't know. I kind of didn't like the video. I felt like I could have explained it better. I felt like I could have gave it more of a plot versus just telling it from the beginning. So I wanted to refilm it. So if y'all have seen it already, just tune in again. I'm sure y'all will like it. If not, then welcome, and enjoy. My strategy for if y'all would like to submit any story times, go right ahead. I am not here to judge you. I am not going to talk about you. As a matter of fact, if it's a bad story, I'm going to find a way to uplift you. I am on your side. I don't care what is going on. Don't ever think that I'm one of these influencers. I'm an upcoming influencer. Don't ever think I'm going to be one of these people who are going to get on here and try to embarrass you, make you feel like I'm better than you because I would have did different in a situation or whatever. No. Who does that? You don't get your blessings like that, and God is going to punish you for treating others like that. Excuse me, I belched. The strategy I used for my channel was I told my story to different stories about my life when I used to be a street worker. I'm just gonna say that when I used to be a street worker, I told a couple of my stories to the bigger influencers like Reen's Beauties and my girl Jimmy P, my big dog Pretty John, that's my dog. My ladies like that. It's one more, but I'm not even gonna say her name because she ain't worth the spit in her mouth. I don't give a damn how many influencers she has. I mean, I don't care how many subscribers she got. She ain't worth it. If you know her, you know. If you know, you know. So that's just what that is. She told one of my stories and she was hella rude about it. She was like trying to clown me and it's that. And then I was just like, girl, I really wanted to get her together in the comments. But I was like, you know what? She don't know me. I don't know her. This is the last time I'm going to send her a story time. I had already had a feeling not to do it because I kind of felt like she was going to try me when she told the story, and she did exactly that. So there was nobody I could be mad about myself because I already knew better. But anyway, let's get into the story time. I'm not gonna tell y'all who he is in the beginning. I kind of wanted to be like a plot twist so it can be fun. So I'm gonna reveal who he is at the end. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Let's go! Alright, so back in last year, the year before last, so about 2 years ago, my family threw the Thanksgiving get together out of town, and I got invited. And I was like, sure, I would love to come. Why not? I was losing weight. I was feeling myself. I was feeling good. Why not? So I went down there. I told my mom, like, hey, I'm gonna be out of town. I was in cosmetology school at that time. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna be out of town. If you need me, that's just where I'm gonna be. If you stop by my house, I'm not there. This is where I'm at. So I go down there, and it's already the day of. So I get down there, I pull up, I got on like a black not a mini dress, but it was, like a little short fitted black dress that the girls be wearing, the ladies wear. And I had on some thigh-high black boots to match with a black mini jacket. And my hair, I had just got it done. So it was like in a fresh ponytail, with the hair added to it. It was real cute. It was curly. It was so pretty. And I had on like a pair of glasses just for fashion. Like, not no prescribed glasses. They weren't shades either, but they were glasses. Just for just for style or whatever. They looked cute. Like, they looked like they were mine. So, about 10 minutes later, y'all, we're going to call this person. Let me see. Who got dreads? Ooh. We're going to call him Waka Flocka. Lord. I'm sorry. I just got all tense like that, but we're going to call him Flocka. So, about 10 minutes in, Flocka walks in, child. He is looking good as all outdoors. He got on all white, okay. He got VVs in his mouth. His dreads had just got redone. He's smelling good. He looking good. He got his little friend with him. His friend, he was just kind of like in the background. So I didn't really get to see what he looked like. But I'm not going to call him ugly, it wasn't my type, but I'm not going to say he was ugly like I said. So when Flocka walks in, he didn't recognize me. He was like, how you doing? And he walked outside. And I was like, what? Oh, hell no. Let me get up because I know you're lying. So I get up like, let me do a quick 1-2. Let me make sure my edges ain't my part ain't crooked. Let me make sure my hair ain't crooked or something. Or my ponytail ain't hanging off because I know he lying to me. He ain't say, hey, talking about some how you doing and gonna walk outdoors. So I get up and I go outside. My family like, oh, I know that ain't who I think it is. Girl, get over here and hug me all pretty like your mama. You done got so grown. Look at you, baby. You so pretty. And what you doing? You know, are you in school? Yada, yada, yada. So we running it down. Then about 10 minutes, finally, I'm like, oh, I'm tired of talking. I'm ready to sit down. So I go with a Flocka. And I'm like, Flocka, I know you didn't see. I know you're not going to act like you didn't see me. So he's tall. He looked. He was like, oh, what's up, baby cousin? I didn't even know that was you. Oh, hell. Yeah, I just told that was my cousin. But, oh, well, y'all. I'm new to YouTube. I don't know how to edit yet, so I can't edit that out. But it's okay. Just keep watching. So, he's like, what's up, Nunu? Like, give me a hug, girl. What you doing down here? And I was like, no, I'm not giving you no hug. You act like you didn't see me. And he was like, girl, you didn't say nothing. I didn't even realize that was you. He was like, you didn't got so grown. Are you so pretty, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, mm-hmm. So I got him a hug, and I'm hugging him. I'm like, oh, so good. A mess, y'all. I know. So I'm like, well, listen, it's getting cold. I'm finna go in the house. And he was like, I bet it is cold with that little club outfit you got on. Who told you to wear that? And I was like, boy, please, I'm covered up. Don't be mad 'cause I got all this body, yaddy, yaddy. So, so I go in the house. About a couple seconds later, his friend come in and make they play. His friend sat at the table with me. Flocka sat in the living room and, was eating his food. So I get to eating. Me and his friend introduced ourselves. He was sweet. We were just sitting there talking or whatever. It was nice. His name was, I don't know his name. But I don't even know why I just tried it. So we sitting there talking that we're eating. And we get through. And I'm like, man, Flocka, I know you got it on you. Talking about the Keef, the chief. And he was like, hell yeah. Like, I keep it on me. Why what you want to blow? And I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, come on. Like, for sure. Let me roll up right quick. He rolling up, and I'm like, well, I'm going to go to the restroom. I'm going to check, make sure everything is good. So I go to the restroom, check my hair, wash my hands real quick, because I had just ate, make sure ain't nothing in my teeth, give me a toothpick or whatever, and I'm good. I'm like, all right. So I come out here like, you ready? Yeah. So we go outside, and he's like, so what you doing down here? You working, you going to school, what's up? And I was like, yeah, well, I'm not working out here, but I am working, and I have a good, nice little job. And I was like, and I'm going to school for cosmetology. And he was like, oh, word? Like, you doing hair now, Kivok? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, I might need to do my dreads. And I was like, shit, bet. Like, just, hit me up, let me know. I was like, but I don't live down here. I live in Houston or whatever. At that time, I was living in Port Arthur, but I was back and forth between Port Arthur and Houston. I was like, I don't live here. I live, like, in PA. I live in Houston. He was like, girl, that ain't no long drive from here. I'll come there, and he's like, and I'm going to pay you good, you know what I'm saying? Because, I was like, oh, yeah, because you're a rapper now. Because he is a rapper. He's like a big, big time rapper where he's from or whatever. I'm not going to say the city, but where he's from, he's a known rapper. Like, and they travel around the state, so they're pretty known. But I'm not going to say who they are in this video. So I'm like, Mr. Rapper, I saw you on the big screen. What's up with that? Like, why did I get invited to one of your shows? And he was like, girl, you don't be around. He was like, I haven't seen you in how long? I was like, I don't care. Like, I could have got a cookie or something to your show. Like, stop playing with me. And he was like, all right, you right. He was like, don't worry about it. Next show, it's on me. You can just show up with your little girlfriends or whatever. He's like, yeah, bring some hoes. And I was like, oh, you ain't changed a bit, boy. I was like, I don't have any of those. But, I'd be more than happy to come. I'm going to come. I wish one of them would try to holler at you while I'm trying to put my foot in the door. Like, they're going to get it chopped off. Nah, I'm playing, y'all. Nah. But, yeah. So, we finished talking to her. My cousin come outside, my girl cousin. And she's like, Noonie, how long you going to be in town? And I was like, oh, girl, just for like another day. I was like, tomorrow I got to leave first thing in the morning because I got to get back to school Monday. I got to go home, unpack my stuff. I got some things to do. I still got like an assignment where I got to finish up, before class Monday. And she's like, oh man, I wanted to go out. And I said, well, we can go, but we're going to have to go right now. That way, we can have time to do everything. And she was like, have time to go get something to wear, have time to get something to eat, go back to your house, take a shower, get ready to fall off in the club. And she was like, all right, cool, well, come on. So I give Flock a hug. I'm like, all right, boo, I love you. And, I give him like a little kiss on the cheek. So that's my way of telling him like that I'm crushing on him, whatever you want to call it. And, he was like, all right, kinfolk, be good. So I get in the car. I'm kind of sad because I'm like, man, I was enjoying talking to him. I didn't want to leave just yet. So me and my cousin, we go get an outfit or whatever. We go get something to eat. We went to where did we go to eat? We went to Bill Miller's. We went and got some Bill. I love Bill Miller's. They don't have one here in Houston. But we went and got some Bill Miller's, and we went to her house. We chilled for a little bit. Then at that time, it was time to take a shower, get dressed and fall off in the club. Child, I got to tell you another story time about that. About that night. Guess who was in the... He thought I was something hoe. My brother was in the club. He thought I was some female. He gonna reach out and grab me. And I turned around like, get your hands off of me. And we realized it was each other. He was like, He was like, what are you doing here? And I was like, same thing as you. I just sat down for the whole night because he kept looking at me. I was like, you know what? Let me just sit down because my brother is ignorant. He don't have all his screws, and I don't want no problem. So that's another story time for another day. So anyway, the next morning comes. It's time for me to leave, unfortunately. I had so much fun, y'all, being with my people. I really did. But I had to leave. I had to go back to my uncle's house and get my car. It was early in the morning. Nobody was over there. So I went over there and told everybody, told my uncle to my auntie bye. I told him thank you for having me come down. I love him, and it was time for me to go back and go on and go. So I get back home or whatever. I'm unpacking. I'm like, girl, you fumbled the bag. You fumbled the assignment. You didn't get Flocka's number. You didn't get his Instagram. You didn't get nothing. Like, what were you thinking? Too busy goo goo gaga in this man's face, and you didn't get you didn't get the tea. Like, what the hell? So I'm like, oh, don't you worry about it, because I'm Inspector Gadget. I was like, I bet you if I type in his name on Instagram, it'll come up. So I go get on Instagram, and I typed in his name, and what pops up? Flocka. And I was like, hey. So I DM him. I'm like, he got my Instagram, boo, whatever. And he was like, all right, he's gonna finna follow you right now. So he followed me, I follow him back. I'm looking at his pictures, and I'm just like, ooh. Like, I'm just drooling a little bit. Because I'm like, he is gorgeous. Like, he is fine. Like, the Lord. And I'm sure he looking at my pictures like, damn, Nunu fine. Because my pictures was on fleek. And like I said, I was in the gym a lot. I was in the gym like 3 times a day. So, I was looking good. Like, your girl was slim, thick. Right now, I'm thick. But back then, I was slim, thick. Like, I was only like a size. Never mind. That ain't y'all business. But just know I look good back then and look good now. And I'm back working out. So, yeah. I'm going to be posting some body pictures. Yeah. Anyway, I'm like, I was like, I have a confession to make. And he was like, what's up? I said, you remember at the party when I kept looking at you? He was like, yeah, why? And I was like, I just want you to know, like, you was turning me on. And the reason I kept looking at you was because I was really trying to control myself. But, it wasn't working. And he was like, huh? LOL. And I was like, we'll talk about it later. And he was like, okay. So I get off Instagram with it. I finish washing my clothes, hanging up clothes, doing some little stuff around the house. And I get back on Instagram that night, so I can go ahead and chat with him again. And I see this boy that had a freaking wreck. And I'm like, what the heck did happen? Like, what happened? I'm like, oh my God. Y'all, he had like this big open gash, like in the middle of his face right here. Like, it was a big open gash. So I was like, what happened? Like, oh my God. And he was like, oh, look at me. I'm hurt, y'all. And I was so irritated because I'm like, not, oh, look at me. I'm hurt. Like, boy, cut it out. So I fall for it. I'm all mushy gushy. I'm crying. I start crying. I'm like, you're going to be okay, baby. Like, it's cool. I got hit with a gun a couple years ago in the face. And as you can see, I healed up gorgeous. Like, don't even worry about it. You're going to heal up beautiful. Mind you, I'm really trying to shoot my shot, talking about beautiful, calling him beautiful, which he is beautiful. I don't give a damn what nobody say. To this day, he's still gorgeous. whether we're who we are to each other or not. It is what it is. Because a lot of my cousins call me pretty when they're in their dudes, so it doesn't matter. It's not on no weird shit. Like, I was on some weird shit at first. I'm not now. So, he was like, thank you, boo, or whatever. He was like, yeah, you are pretty. He was like, you're gorgeous. He was like, you grew up looking like your mama. You don't really look like your daddy. And I was like, LOL, yeah. So, I was like, well, I'm going to let you go to sleep because I know your hair probably feeling a little funny. He was like, yeah, he just gave me some medicine. I'm kind of tired and plus I got a headache. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to check on you in the morning. So, I go to bed. My alarm go off in the morning. It's time for me to get up and, go outside, do what I need to do, start my day. So first thing I get up, brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I check on him. And he was like, he's okay. They're going to let him go on and go. He just got like a little headache, but he got some medicine for it. He was going to be okay. And I was like, all right. He was talking to me. And I was like, all right, cool. He must feel a little better. He's talking a little bit more. And I was like, well, back to what I was saying. I was like, I started telling this man how I've been celibate for 4 years and how I would love to break it for him and just all kinds of stuff. Like, I am losing my damn mind. I went as far as to tell him, like, yeah, babe, mama got a fat ass booty. I got a fat ass booty. Like, we should get together and scissor while you watch. Like, we need to do a collab. Like, imagine that. Like, her body bald, my body bald, like, and we clapping it while you watching. Like, imagine that. Yeah, I'm taking it too far in the DMs, like, way too far. But he was reading it. He wasn't saying nothing. I didn't care if he was saying nothing or not. To me, you reading it, that means you're taking in what I'm saying. So, it's all good if you ask me. So, I'm sending him pictures of me bent over. I'm dancing. I'm sending him videos of me to dance to his music or whatever. I'm sending him videos of me in the shower. And like I said, he was talking at first, but he stopped talking, like, verbally. He wasn't saying nothing. He was just reading everything. I'm telling him wild fantasies, what I want to do to him. I went and got a shirt made that had his name on it. And I would wear it to bed at night. When I got my hair redone, I would send him a picture. And I was like, surprise. Like, I was sticking my tongue out or whatever. I would send him, like, voiceovers. Saying freak shit to him, y'all. Like, shit that I had no business saying. But like I said, he was picking up what I was putting down. So to me, that said, keep going. Like, what y'all think? Call me delusional, maybe so, but he didn't tell me to stop, so I thought it was game time. So finally, I got fed up. Okay, he's not talking. So he's just reading everything. He's not saying nothing. Ain't no telling what he's thinking at this point. So I asked my mama, like, hey, mama, are me and Flocka related or something? And she was like, yeah, Flock is your first cousin. Why? And I was like, no, for real. Like, we're first cousins, like blood first cousins? And she was like, yeah. She was like, it ain't none of that, oh, his mama, my mama grew up together. Now we're cousins. You know how black people do it. She was like, no, y'all are blood cousins for real. She's like, you didn't just see him at the party you went to? And I was like, yeah. She's like, I thought you told me y'all spoke to each other. I said, we did speak to each other. She's like, so how you don't know that's your first cousin? And I was just sitting there, like, looking goofy. And I'm just like, I mean, we didn't bring it up. And she was like, girl, he babysat you all the time as a child. Like, what the hell you mean you didn't know? And I'm just like, oh my God. So this whole time, I'm being a video vixen in your DMs. We first cousins. And the only person, and you knew it because you're the oldest. And you knew you used to babysit me when I was a little girl. All you had to say was, no, like, listen, baby. We are cousins. Like, I don't want to see that. Or maybe you did want to see it. I don't know what the hell. To this day, I love a dude that can keep a secret. It ain't no weird. Like, we've communicated since then. We didn't bring it up. It wasn't no weird shit. But it's like an elephant in the room. I'm going to bring it up when I see him in person because we need to get this shit off the table. But, yeah. That was a story time about me finding out that the dude I was lusting over had the hots for, bending over, throwing it back for the DMs, was my first cousin. Comment down below and tell me what y'all think. Y'all think he knew we was first cousins? Like, what do y'all think was going on? Do y'all think he wanted to tell me? Like, what was he thinking? As a man, what do y'all think he was thinking? But I'm getting ready to record another story time. So without further ado, until next time, I'm out. Mwah.